Hey, horror fans, once again, it is me, the Horror Miser Monty G. It is now day 5 for a Wildeye week, and this time we're going to talk about Exorcist The Falling. Or I guess you could call it Victoria's Exorcism, because that's what the film was originally called.
Don't fuck with them hoes.
Now, Exorcist The Falling is a 2014 supernatural horror film. It was written and directed by Garrett Bernach. Now, the film stars Tara Marie Kirk, Roland Stafford, Justin Time, Todd Robinson, Petra Boyd, and David Withers. Now, in this film, a young girl and her family go through a horrifying reality while she becomes possessed by demonic forces. Ooh, here we go again. Ever since it seems like every time that in a blockbuster film comes out, especially during the 70s. Similar to what happened when Jaws came out in 73, we got a lot of Jaws clones. And the same thing happened in 73 when The Exorcist first came out. Then all of a sudden, we got all these possession type horror films. Now, some are good, some are bad. But unfortunately, a lot of them are bad. And unfortunately, it seems like we cannot get enough of these horror films where we have a person that gets possessed or some bad spirit has taken possession of a poor girl, and then we have to get an exorcism or someone has to do some type of exorcism to get rid of the demon of the possessed person. And here, that's what we have here in a film that was originally titled Victoria's Exorcism, now called Exorcist The Fallen. I believe they were trying to take advantage the Exorcist film to get more people to watch it. Now, the setup is kind of simple. We have Victoria along with her brother Glenn, their father John, and their mother Susan. They're the Martin family. They seem to be the typical average nice family. Now, throughout the movie, strange things are happening to Victoria. She can't sleep. She's not eating that well. She sees some weird shit that happening, and it's not that long before we wind up that she gets possessed. And it has something to do with her mother's background, as we learn later on in the film. It had to do something with her mother's background and her father and what happened to her sister. That's what we learned about the film. But it's a really simple film, and that's what we've seen before in all these type of films. I'll have to say this, and I'm not a filmmaker. I've never actually filmed anything. I'm not a filmmaker. I never really filmed anything. I don't know an ounce about filmmaking this, but I do know something about lighting. And that's the problem that I have with this film. And I don't know what Garrett Bernich was trying to do in this particular film. I don't know if he didn't have the budget to work on any type of lighting. I probably couldn't hire any grips or anything like that. So he decided to use natural lighting. But unfortunately, there are several times in this film where there's places that are totally dark and you cannot see shit. Like there's an instance where we actually see Victoria in her store that she works at. And in one scene, it's completely dark. And it doesn't even set the tone right for what's supposed to happen here. There's nothing in here. Now, I don't know. Again, it's like this. If you really want to be able to film a film and make sure that it's not completely dark, you want to make sure that your lighting, if you're going to use natural light, make it so that way it's so not so dark that not even ruins the tone and no one can't see in the film. And this happens at several times throughout the film where for some reason he decided to film night scenes and there's no real light and we can't see anything, especially in the third act of the film. It's filmed outside and there's no natural light. Don't even take advantage of the lightning in the schoolyard, whatever he filmed it at. And it's like you really can't see anything. It doesn't even set the tone right. It's like, dude, man, it's like if you can't afford it, try to do something. You could have filmed it in the bedroom where you actually have some lights where people can see it. It really doesn't do anything for what's happening in the event. And I don't know, like, again, I don't know if he just couldn't afford any grips or any best boys or any type of lighting structure in order to make it lighter in the film. But just set the mood off because of how the film is with lighting is concerned. Now, I will give lead actress Tom Marie Kirk some credit. She's pretty good when she's just as Victoria. Unfortunately, when she tries to do the demonic voice, it comes off as weird, crazy, and laughable at sometimes. And I don't know it's because of the script or her, or how Garrett tried to direct it. It would have been better if they just would have had some type of it would have been better to have something dubbed when they were doing ADR in this particular film in order to make her sound at least somewhat demonic. Like I said before, it's not a bad film. I've seen worse possession exorcist film besides this one as well. Like I said before, it's just the lighting is terrible. The acting is okay. I thought it was an interesting way to end the film like that. Oh, I do have to say one thing: the actor that plays the father, he can be a great clone for George H.W. Bush because he does look like the former president. I kept liking it. I said, damn, he looks just like Bush. But other than that, it's not a bad film. Like I said before, there are some aspects I did like the family dynamic in the film. I like that a lot. I thought all the actors did a pretty good job. It's just again the poor lining aspect, and unfortunately, Tara not really good when she's going her demonic stage. So there you have it. That is day 5 for Wildeye Week. Hope you guys did enjoy. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up, like, and share because this does help out with that YouTube algorithm. Also, if you're new here, please hit that subscriber button, ring that notification bell. That way, you'll be notified anytime when I put a new video such as this one. Once again, my name is Lamont Smith, better known as the Horror Miser Money G. And always remember that horror rules. I see you in my next video. Like I say, safe out there.